All right. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? How are
Good
you
morning.
doing?
Doing great. It's hot in here.
It is a little warm. I turned the AC on, but it's
I'll
still
go check
not
it real quick.
okay. If you want to go check it, appreciate it. I don't know why it didn't come on. It might have been put on heat. That could be part of it. All right. So, good morning, everybody. Good morning. It is JoCo Vibes. Yay. We are here to chat with everybody and we're going to have a special guest come on here in a little bit. Jake Wernette is going to be here with us. He's a Burleson City Councilor or City Council, Jeebus, City Council candidate. If
Tongue
Diana could
twister.
talk, is good times, y'all. Good times. All right. So, I am I'm excited to meet him and for us to hear some insight on, what he's he's running for.
City council candidate place 2.
Okay, place 2. That's right. You
Mhm.
sent me that. I apologize.
Yes. No, it's
Hello.
okay.
Uh,
Rick Green, I believe, is the current place. He is not running again. And it's him and I think Phil Anderson.
okay. Okay.
I think Phil Anderson. We have reached out to Phil.
Right.
We have never gotten a reply.
Okay.
So, I mean, I try to do different avenues to reach out to candidates.
Right.
So,
Well, hopefully we'll get to hear from him
yes,
soon too because this is what's so great about this. We get to have them on here. We get to hear them out. You the people, you the people in our city get to hear what they're striving for, what they're
right.
wanting to do to
What
better our
what their purpose
community.
for running,
Yeah.
what motivated them to run, and what they would like to see,
See happen.
see happen.
Absolutely.
Every one of our candidates, I'm so tired of hearing people go, "Well, you're just one person. You can't make a difference." Look, one person can make a difference.
Absolutely.
They can't they can't control the situation. No.
Mm-mm.
And every candidate goes in there knowing they're one vote. They're
Right.
one vote out of depending how many are on each, board, council, it depends. But it's the point of who's ready to take action or who's just going to sit there and vote the same way every time.
Yeah.
So that's what we need. We do need honestly, Jake is young, and I honestly believe we need some young in there.
We
I
do.
mean,
Because changes are happening in the world.
yes, and we need
Big
some younger
changes.
people, younger kids,
Mm-hmm.
students, adults, younger adults.
Uh-huh.
They're kids to me, I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
When he's not much older than my daughter,
Well, yeah.
he's
Yeah.
and
Understandably
he's in
so.
between my other son. Yeah, he's my child kinda age. Um, but, he's got a good head on his shoulder. If anyone's listened to him, especially if you just, listen to the Patriot forum where all candidates were invited
Yeah.
and he talked. Oh my gosh, he's very educated and he really does care about the city. And you
Oh,
can see he's done his homework and he's learning. And that's awesome.
yeah, I agree.
I would love to see some new in there. I would
Yeah.
love to see new,
And I
you
really
know,
do feel we need it. I
and
really do feel we need
and
it.
I don't mean just new people,
Just new
because
ideas,
but new ideas,
new opinions.
younger ideas.
Uh-huh. Because you got to think about
He's
you know,
representing,
who he's representing.
and there's nothing wrong with that.
There is nothing
Having
wrong with that.
at least one council member that can represent that, you know, certain group,
Yeah.
age group, that would be great.
And to provide the maybe the ones that are a little bit more our age or older, maybe to be able to provide them with some insight and facts
Right.
of what's going on in his time area. You know what
Yes.
I mean?
Mhm.
I feel like
Yeah.
that's huge because the older we get, the less connected we are with what our youth and what our younger people are doing,
So true. So
right?
true. I feel like I am kinda in it because, my daughter and I are so close,
Right.
but I still don't get all of it, and
Not all of
sometimes I'm
it, no.
thinking, "Really? y'all are crazy.
Right.
And so
Why do you guys do that?
right.
What?
So
What's
I
going on
do feel
here?
like I am involved in that generation group
Yeah.
just because I'm very close to my daughter and even my son who's still in high school age. Um, you know, just knowing what they're all doing and stuff like that. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
you know, I
I hear
I
you.
have a very close family and my kids, even our 31-year-old in his family, we do a lot together. So keeps Jesse and I young too.
Yes, I agree. And that's what's cool too. Like, when you surround yourself around more youthful people, it helps you stay a little bit more
Mhm.
youthful.
Right.
We need that.
Mhm.
We need that in our lives too.
Yeah.
Right? Like I love
Exactly.
hanging out with my kids and
Yeah.
my son and
Yeah, it is something we all need
and their
cuz
friends.
yeah, if you
Yeah.
start feeling we're going to go off on this. This is great because this actually is a good thing to talk about. When you start um doing things that keep you going. My grandma always said, and my granny always said, like, when you stop doing, that's when you kind of start dying.
Yeah.
When
Yes.
and she literally kept going to church as long as she could. She kept going to do things as long as she could. She drove as long as she could. Um, she worked even after she retired. She worked. She was like, I want to keep volunteering up at the school district, and she was. Everyone knew Granny at Kerr Middle School. She was the laminating queen, and
Yes.
not only did she laminate for the longest time, she would sit there and cut it for hours.
Right.
A lot of that was very tedious.
Yep.
Some of it, depending on her time and how she felt that day, didn't always happen. But man, I can tell you, she just kept going. She didn't want to stop.
Right.
And until her health just it was too much work to get dressed. And so just,
Yeah.
staying in her PJs during the
Right.
day was okay. And
But
then the
that's
church
inspiring.
started working with her. They would bring her
Oh.
audio so she could hear. Although I kept telling her, "You need to tell them you can't hear it very well." Something with when they were recording it.
Right.
I would walk in and she'd have her ear up to the stereo like this. I'm like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "I can't hear it." And
That's Nona putting her ear up
yeah, I was
against the
putting my ear
microphone,
up
by
to
the
the
way.
microphone because
If
literally
you
that's what
can't see
Granny was
us.
doing. Or she had the radio up on her ear like this. And I'm like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "I can't hear it."
Right.
And she was right. Even though we turned it up as loud as it could, the CD when they burn it,
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. And I kept saying, "You need to tell them." And I never ran into the lady who was bringing it. So,
Well, and I want
but
to, I
she
want to,
loved listening to sermon.
and I think that's awesome. I want to say too, like there, I have had when I was an aerobics instructor, I worked with mostly primarily seniors, and I started the Silver Sneakers
Mhm.
program at Cleveland Fitness a long time ago. And so I got to talk with them, and they learned from me just as much as I learned from
Right.
them.
Oh yeah.
You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And I'm
Mhm.
not saying like all the councilmen are seniors, and that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. So, okay, let's just be clear. But what's awesome about it is that there is a learning and there is education there
Mhm. Oh yeah.
on both sides.
We all learn
Age
from
is
each
just a
other.
number, in my
Yeah, we
opinion.
all learn from each other no
That's
matter
right.
what our age
That's
is.
right.
I mean, younger can learn from older, older can learn from younger. So, but yeah, I mean, it's all about just staying fresh and young in your heart and
Yes.
being active.
Right.
So, I truly believe, what she says is when you stop, then you kind of stop, you
Yes.
know. So, I
And when you become
I will keep
closed-minded, it's
mhm.
like when you age, I feel like sometimes when you age, you get closed-minded.
Yeah.
Like you're stuck in your ways, you know what I mean? Like you're stuck in the
Yeah.
past still in those past ways, and it's worked for you maybe. And so you just want to stay right there.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you got to be open to still new ideas, new
Mhm.
things, because the world is changing
Yeah.
every day.
And, you see that there's a couple TikToks, that there's a younger generation, like it's a great grandchild, having these TikToks with his grandmother. And it's so funny because I really wished I had those days to still back with my grandmother because Granny and I, I'd take her to the doctor's office and I have Snapchat and it's not videos and I wished it was, but it was Snapchat pictures of us, with dog ears and our this tongue
Yes.
sticking out because we were waiting on, the doctor to come in and, we'd send them to my aunt or my cousin. And I mean, we used to love doing that. And I wished we had more that had like a video of her.
Right.
So I love watching that one guy. He's probably a great grandchild to his grandmother, and she is so active. And they'll play Nerf together. And I can't remember the name of the TikToker, and they'll play pranks on each other. And I mean, grandma is all in it, and it's so fun because I'm like, those are such cherishing days. Like there was
Yeah.
one just recently where they were dancing together.
Aw.
And I mean, it was just dancing like this. They weren't like slow dancing or anything, but which they may have already done one of those, but
So they're just
I'm
shaking
like,
it.
yeah,
Shaking it.
they're just shaking it. And I'm like, man, what some precious memories he is going to
Yeah.
have when she has, left and went to meet our creator. And I'm like, oh my gosh, wow. How fun. And yeah, that's the one thing I really regret is not having more video
Right.
of Granny. So
I feel that way. Oh,
I'm gonna let Jake in.
okay. Jake is here, guys. So we get to.
Put him on tonight.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, he's gonna be on in just a little bit. Okay. So yeah, so and I love that too. Like memories are amazing and you need to have memories in your life and to have those to have video. I wish I had video of that a lot more, well, a lot more video of when my kids were little. I have a little bit, but not enough, not nearly enough. Because you never know what tomorrow is going to bring. But back to what we were talking about, I do feel like fresh eyes, fresh views, fresh everything is going to be just so incredibly helpful in this time that we're going to be shifting into, because there is going to be a lot of shifts that are supposed to be coming very soon into the world in its
Mhm.
entirety, which
Yeah.
is a little scary. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I'm a little fearful of all this, and I'm still like being hopeful and
Mhm.
positive, and that it's going to be either really good or it's going to not happen. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. We may have to talk about that on another show,
You're
but
right.
oh,
Yeah.
it's
I know one particular shift, and there is a House bill that has been passed or was being passed, that is very scary because it's playing with our money.
yeah, the Fed. Oh
Fed
gosh,
Now one.
Fed now.
Mhm.
Yes. Oh,
And they're saying
that's the one I'm talking about in
they're
particular as
okay.
well.
I was
Oh,
wondering if you
yeah,
were.
that's it.
This is no joke, people. I
No.
mean, they first of all, they put it they snuck this in.
Yeah,
What was going on? I cannot remember.
I know.
It
That's why
was
I was
a
like, I wish I
it
had the
was a
facts in front of me because I can't
yeah,
remember all of it either. I was listening
I
to it a
know
couple of
that.
days ago.
Well, I get bits and pieces of it, and
Right.
I didn't really think about us talking about it, but they snuck it in.
They did.
It was a sneak in.
Yeah.
Now,
I think we
again,
should have all had a vote on
that's
that
why it's hard
personally.
to trust the government these
Personally.
days.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, most of those people have been sitting on those seats
Yeah.
for years and years and years and years, older than me.
Yeah. They need to go.
They need to go
They're going to ruin
because
it all for the rest of our
yes.
young people,
Mhm.
for sure.
Right.
I mean, we've already got enough problems going on outside
we
of
already don't
here.
have Social Security for you and I.
Right. Exactly. And then they want to charge us now for everything.
I'm literally
I'm like, what?
15 years away from Social Security.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it'll be there for me.
No. I mean, it's like those movies. Okay, like for instance, the Will Smith movie,
Mhm.
right?
Which one?
The one where he's with the dog and it's just him and the dog and he
Oh, yeah. Oh, shoot. What is that one? I know which one you're talking about.
right. So it's like I kind of see like that starting to
like-
happen
Yeah.
because or our world's starting to look like that because
Mhm.
nobody will have any money
Mhm.
to be able to afford
Mhm.
anything.
Well, it's because they're gonna lock and they're starting I just recently saw something else. They're gonna start with the poorer. It's gonna
Yeah.
hit the poor first.
Which
So
they're
this
already poor, leave them
I
alone.
know. Oh, well, we gotta
Jeez. I
hey,
mean,
why don't we just hit them while they're down? That's exactly how they're thinking
yeah,
about it.
yeah.
Let's hit them while they're down.
They're just trying to
They're
take
already
out
down.
all the
Let's
ones
hit
that
them harder.
yep. It's like all the antsy like
Mhm.
well, I think let's see. I'm trying to think I'll think of it. Well, come back to me.
Right. Right.
I
Um,
had something good and I lost it.
but
Dang it.
the thing I saw about the Fed now, and I'm gonna look more into it, is this lady that works for a bank.
Yeah.
She said, "You might think your bank doesn't use it, but I'm telling you, they are. You need to be calling your banks and talking to them now."
Yeah.
Because a lot of us think, "Oh, well, I have a credit union. They're not gonna do that." You better check.
Right.
Don't and you know what? A lot of these banks don't even understand what's going on. They know something's about to happen, but they can't even explain it because this girl was like, I can't even explain it to y'all. But it the Fed now is in the bank I work in.
Wow.
And she's like, they're doing it right there underneath our noses, people.
Jeez.
So, and then I think it was still her too. She said she had talked to a couple of other banks and those banks couldn't even explain. They just knew that it was a Fed now situation and that it's basically they're going to go digital
Yeah.
in a cashless society. So, if we all bound together
Yeah.
and take out our cash out of the banks and we have our cash and these small businesses and things keep saying, I will take cash, we can get away from this stuff of digital. Yes, I'm bad. I'll be the first to say I don't carry cash. I have my
Right.
my
Same.
bank card, but we have got to get away from that
Yeah. Oh
because
yeah.
that's what they've reeled us in. They threw that hook out into the lake, and we've
Mhm.
all got hooked on it. And we're about to be caught
I
in a
wonder if
bad
they keep watching
situation.
these movies like that I'm thinking of like Time.
Uh-huh.
Time.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
Oh
what? We're
yeah.
gonna have like it in our arm and it's gonna
Mhm.
like that's our when our time's up. I mean, what?
Mhm.
Really? That's what it's reminding me of.
Yeah. And you know what's so funny? Is people think this is not true.
Mhm.
That's what I find so interesting. People are like, "Ah, that's just the movies." Well, guess what? If you go back and watch several movies from many, many moons ago, you will see they were telling us stuff that it's happening
Yeah.
now.
Yep.
That is happening now, and that should scare you to death.
For real.
It should.
Yeah.
From
But again, stay positive though.
right. But
But just do what you need to do to
first of
protect
all,
yourself.
right. And it's hard. I've said a million times, I've always had God in my heart, but I will tell you since COVID, I've said it more than once. I have been drawn more and more closer to him. And, you know, when you really start reading your Bible, boy, it opens your eyes even more to seeing things that are going on that it's definitely good and versus evil right now in this world. Um, if if you believe in if you don't believe in God, but you believe there's evil out there with the devil, then you better believe in God too. Sorry if you.
Right.
It's hard for me to say you believe in a devil, a spirit, but you don't believe in God. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
No.
Um, and just knowing it's in our Bible, although try to get an older version of Bible because a lot of things have been reworded for us to believe differently about things.
Yeah.
We've been lied to all of our lives.
We
Every
have
one of
been.
us, our grandparents were so many things we've been lied to about.
Yeah. We've fallen into
Mhm.
society's trap for many,
Right.
many years.
Mhm.
And that's why we continue to live in insanity. And that's why
Right.
we continue to repeat history.
Right.
We continue to repeat history because we continue to live in insanity.
Uh-huh.
There, I
Yeah,
said it.
exactly.
And I mean it too. That is exactly what happens.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we have wars. That's why we have all this stuff, because we can't
Mm-hmm.
just get along and do the right thing.
Nope.
And we can't really be open-minded to figure things out and figure out our truth and stop living in
Right.
other people's truths.
Right.
Let go of their truths. That was their truth. It doesn't
Right.
have to be ours.
Right. Know what you're fighting for. I don't think anyone should back down on things that but make sure you're fighting for the right reasons. Make
Yeah.
sure that you're fighting for the right cause.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because and that goes, for anything from a certain law being passed to a certain candidate to anything.
Yeah. And get the facts.
Get the facts and make sure
Don't just listen
that
to what you're reading
you-
on freaking or listening to on TikTok or,
or
Facebook.
Facebook.
I mean, get real, people. This is not.
I've said
that's
a
not
million
real stuff.
times, again, candidacy, do your research.
Mhm.
When COVID was hitting, I would yell, do your research.
Yeah, exactly. I did my research. You and I were on the same
I
page with
know,
all that
right.
stuff, because you know
And-
what? I didn't fall into the trap of
Yeah, and there were a million times that
a
I would
follower of
have
sheep.
conversations with people and I'm like, it's just a common flu, guys. Look, I'm sorry. Yes, there were people that it did affect because it affected the parts it was supposed to. It was supposed to attack their respiratory system.
Right.
This was an attack on us.
Yep.
It was an attack. They were trying to kill off people.
This makes me want to
Again,
move back to Germany. I'm not even
Right.
going to lie. I miss Germany so much now. I really do. I mean, I know
Well-
it's still somewhat bad there, but it's not like this.
Yeah. And it's funny because now I look back and think some of the places they've told us that are really bad,
Yeah.
or we should avoid as Americans, really aren't the ones we should be avoiding.
No. And I have friends and family in Germany
Right.
still. So,
Right.
I know the truth of the situations, but yeah,
Uh-huh.
anyway,
Yeah.
that's where that's where I'm about to head. If if the shit hits the fan,
Shit,
I'm
it's
like,
a fan. We're going.
bye. I'm going back to Germany.
I'm
going home.
I may go to the Caribbean area.
That sounds good too.
Yeah.
But I do miss Germany.
Skip the area of Mexico that's close to the border. I'm going way down there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's where I'll stay.
For real.
I would have time of my life.
Right?
No worry in the world.
Move to Mexico or something.
It's-
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
like the Caribbean
the
part. of
Caribbean
it, yeah.
part. Yes. Agreed. Oh, okay.
Not right across the border.
No. I mean, I've been there and I had a lot of fun in my youth, but I don't think I would have that much fun now.
I have never been that close to the border.
No, I used to
Mm-mm.
okay. So when I was younger, I used to, because I lived in California after I moved back from Germany, and I went to, I'd walk the border to Tijuana with another girlfriend of mine, and we were pretty girls. Okay. I'm not trying to
Do you look back and think, what was I thinking?
absolutely do, because I've heard stories of what happened to other girls my age at that time. And I was like, oh my God, like, why did my parents even why didn't they warn me or tell me, like, Dinah, that's not
Did
a good
your
idea.
parents even know you were doing that?
Oh yeah, they did. They did.
Oh
I don't
my
think my mom liked it very much. I think my mom was in Texas by then. I was living with my dad in California. I was a little shit.
Oh my God.
Somewhat. Okay. I wasn't that bad. Never got in trouble with the law or anything like that. Thank God. But especially not the Mexican law.
Oh my gosh.
That would have been terrible.
I'm going to go off subject here.
Okay.
Okay. So I saw this Ram out here parked and I got
Ram or Ram? Okay.
Ram Dodge. Ram Dodge. Like what?
Okay. Ram. Yes. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. So yesterday, after the kids and I left our adjustment, we were sitting at the light, and I have a picture of it. So this Ram Dodge took the M and flipped it to a W and put it where the R was, and put the R where the M was, making war.
Oh.
And so the back of his truck says war.
Instead of Wait, what is it?
Ram.
Okay.
Instead
Oh,
of ram,
oh,
it says
oh.
war.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
telling you, I'm like, oh my gosh. So we were sitting at the light, so I quickly took the
I
picture
don't know why
before
that
they.
took me a minute to get that. Oh my, like I'm feeling a little ridiculous at the moment. Like I can't speak. I speak English, but oh, that's hilarious. Oh, you did get a picture.
I did get a picture. I was like real quick.
What?
So yeah,
That's
it's
funny.
funny. I mean, it's
Is he
funny.
at war with his truck though? I mean, what's he
I
at
don't
war
know.
with? Or he gonna be war at you if you hit him in the back
That's
end,
right.
okay?
If you hit his truck,
He's gonna
be at
he's
war for
gonna
you.
take you out. It's gonna be war, y'all. Don't do it. Don't if you see a truck that has war on the back of it,
Do
do
not.
not get too close.
That's right.
Keep a safe distance.
Hey guys, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we will have Jake joining us.
Yes, we'll see you in just a little bit.
Abnormal realities.
I love my mom.
Yep. She sent me a message.
My mom did?
Yeah, Wednesday night. And she invited me over tomorrow night to watch Titanic and share a bowl of popcorn. And I accepted.
You did?
Yep.
That'd be fun.
And she calls it Chaps Only Night. Every Saturday night.
Look.
Miss Dixie,
Look,
how you doing? He said, it's my mom, bro. All right, it's my mom.
I want to hear the answer to the Titanic and popcorn. Go ahead, Mom. What's up?
Oh!
Hi, boys.
Hi,
I just
Mom.
wanted to ask Rocky if he wanted butter on that popcorn or not.
I would
my
rather
God.
have the butter somewhere else, but if popcorn's the only place I can have it, I'll take it.
Jeez,
Hey,
dude.
nobody says I can't roll around in it for a little bit.
All right, Mom.
That is my
Love you.
girl. I love you,
Mom.
Dixie.
Abnormal realities
My mom, love you.
Dixie.
Bye. I love you too.
with Ron and Rocky. Weekdays, 4 p.m. and 10 p.m. on JoCo Community Radio.
Holy crap.
Out of deck carpet giving you the blues? Tired of your old dingy and broken tile? Let my friends at the Floor Store in Cleveland, Texas give your home the makeover it deserves. This is Old Taco Joe coming to you for the Floor Store. Whether it's carpet, tile, wood flooring, or real wood laminate, the Floor Store can cover all of your flooring needs. Located at 405 West Henderson Street in Cleveland, Texas, owner Brent Harris can help. Shower tile, tub surrounds, even backsplashes. Give them a call today at 817-641-9444. The Floor Store, they got you covered.
Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395.
JoCo Community Radio. Listen live at tunein.com.
All right. Thank you guys for holding on there for just a little bit and staying with us. JoCo Community Radio is proud to be the voice of Johnson County, Texas, and is live 24/7 on the TuneIn Radio Network. TuneInJoCo.com is the place to find all the ways to listen and watch, and the station app is also available for free on Android and Apple devices. Simply search your store and check out our lineup and more at JoCoCommunityRadio.com. This episode and more brought to you by Next Level Claims, making your insurance work for you. Reach out to your Texas sales rep at 844-839-4245. That's 844-839-4245. Be sure to dress your arms and more at thetippit.com.
Whoop,
All
whoop.
right. Hello.
It's so funny because you start reading that and you don't realize how fast you go.
Oh, am I going too fast? Don't it slow
I
down?
do it too.
Okay, good.
I do it too because
Okay.
you just get into it and you got this
Right.
rhythm, and then I'm like, I don't notice it, but I know I am.
Right.
But I'm like, take a breather.
Breath. I do. I did it just flows so well now.
Yes. So
All right.
welcome back to the second half of the show. And as promised, we have Jake Wernette
Yes.
for Burleson City Council candidate place 2. It's currently Rick Green's spot, and he is not running this season. or this this whatever you want to call it. I don't know. But right now you have another candidate or opponent, Phil Anderson, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
Phil Anderson is
So
my
I want to make
opponent.
sure I had the right opponent with the right. So, Jake, tell us a little about yourself.
Well, I was originally born in Arkansas, Hot
Mhm.
Springs, so tourist town. It was
Yes.
different growing up. You had the people that would come in for the week, and you'd be in the elevator with them at the mountain tower or something, and they'd say, "Well, this is my first time here. What about you?" I'm like, "This is my fifth time this month," you know. But I spent 14 years growing up in Hot Springs, Arkansas, and we moved here for family, to have a better life. We love the community. We love the school system. We loved the just the all around feeling of
Mhm.
everybody that lived here. We felt like it was right at home for us. So we moved here about summer of 2016 and have been here ever since. And we've just it's felt like home.
Mhm.
There's no reason to leave yet.
Right. I've been here pretty much all my life too. I did not go to the schools here because my parents were divorced, but I was here pretty much every other weekend and spending time with Granny and Granddad and my dad when he wasn't off fishing. So yes, I've watched this town change so much in the last 50 years. So it's kind of sad because when I'm like watching some of the things on Facebook on like I grew up in Burleson and going, oh, I remember that. Oh, that makes me
The
really
black
old.
and white pictures off
Yeah.
the interstate there.
Right.
True,
So
yes.
so what 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 was your reasoning for deciding to jump on this crazy train of city council and government stuff?
Well, I'm majoring in public policy at the
Uh-huh.
University of Texas at Arlington.
Okay.
And the first reason for me was of course the community. The second reason was I didn't want this piece of paper that I was getting to go on the wall and go to waste before I even got it. I'd rather put it to good use and learn what the system is like outside of what they're teaching in the schools. And as I've told a lot of people, the way that they're teaching American history, the way that they're teaching government is a lot of times not the way that it actually operates.
Right.
We have a system in decline, and especially at the community level, is a lot of people don't put a lot of attention into it.
Right.
I did a few research projects for my communications class at the university, and the voter turnout at a local level is between 1% and 5% of your community of the voting age population.
So sad.
Oh,
And the majority of our community is going to be made up of young people at some point. So if we are already having generations before us show up at a 5% level to vote for a city candidate who sometimes makes a bigger impact than the president of the United States, that's the beauty of our federalist system is
Mhm.
if President Joe Biden or whoever comes after him doesn't do the will of the American interest and the American public, we have individuals at a local level that are hopefully willing to step up and speak out against the wrongs that are being done by the system.
Right.
And that is not to say that we have a bad government. That's just to say that we are at a point in history where our city is at a crossroads, whether we vote for the status quo or we continue with progressing towards bettering our republic and bettering our city.
Yeah, man. I heard you speak at the Patriots Forum where all candidates were invited, no matter what side they leaned on. Um, and there were several people that I know personally that don't usually vote conservative or Republican that were there, and I'm glad they showed up. And I thought you did an excellent job. You are very well spoken. You definitely know what you're doing. I know there's this big thing out there. I've seen it many times. Is there's just saying you're way too young.
Well,
What's your thoughts on that? I can tell you my thoughts, but I want to hear yours.
I've gotten that a lot actually. And the truth is I am a young person. But there's nothing wrong with being young.
Mhm.
Everybody has been young at some point. Everybody has, as my parents would put it, have an opportunity to learn,
Mhm.
whether that's by getting it disciplined into you or just practically learning it in the field is young people have a chance to learn at this election. We have a chance to learn. I've had a chance to learn how the system works, how to actually file to be a candidate.
Mhm.
My first time voting was about a year and a half ago in the last gubernatorial election. That was my first time I had ever voted. Wanted to vote in the last presidential election, didn't have the chance to because the hall passes were kind of hard to get when it was the courthouse across the street.
Oh yeah.
But
Well,
the
that
truth
was
is,
about the same time you were coming here too, right?
Yeah.
Because I think 2016, right?
So it was about
Or was it? Are you talking about the 20 something, the 2020?
that's yeah.
Okay.
So that was my junior year now
Mm-hmm.
was what it would have been. So time's flown by. And I never would have imagined myself a year and a half later being on the ballot for a city election.
I am
But
so proud of you.
for the folks out there listening, you have to give young people a chance to learn, or we're not going to know what kind of system we're inheriting, what kind of system we want to keep up and maintain. The second thing is I'm not old enough to be bought out. You have all of these career politicians, maybe not in city government, but at the state level, at the federal level, you have all these people that have been in there for 40, 50 years now. I had seen a picture the other day of Nancy Pelosi, former Speaker of the House, with a picture with John F. Kennedy
Mm-hmm.
and a picture of her shaking the hands with President Reagan when she first got into office.
Mm-hmm.
And you're telling me that somebody has been clear to the point and not taking any cash out of pocket that entire time is practically a waste of time telling me that, because at some point you're going to have new representatives come up. Every generation has to refresh the tree of liberty, as Thomas Jefferson would have it.
Yes.
Yeah. And I mean, we all know that up in the government, they don't even our city council, they make $5. And by the way, for those who don't know, it's $5 and then they take taxes out. I'm sorry. That's so interesting. But it's not even a $5 a seat every time they sit down. And our congressmen don't make much either. So when you've got congressmen that have been in there since the 50s and the 60s, and they have these lavish houses,
And vehicles
hello,
and everything else.
if that can't open your eyes to corruption, and they're messing with us as citizens.
Mm-hmm.
If you and I agree on, Republican, Democrat, if we believe there's a God, not a God, whatever, we're still all citizens. And they're messing with every one of us.
True.
So you should be mad and wanting change.
Absolutely.
Not wanting the same old stuff over and over again.
Right.
So yeah.
Need fresh new eyes, fresh new opinions.
And that's, we were talking, I don't know if you were listening, coming in or not, but we kind of got into the whole younger group, and that us older people can learn from the younger group, and the younger group can learn from the older group.
Right.
And man, wouldn't it be awesome to see you on city council and, having so much different diversity on there, of ages and female to male, and just, not saying let's get rid of all the old folks.
Yeah. Right. No,
I mean, we're not saying that, but guys, my gosh, we've got a young, fresh gentleman that definitely knows his stuff.
Yes.
And this is what he's going to school for. And he's already putting into action to learn.
Absolutely.
And go, yeah, this is definitely the route I want to go. Or maybe after all is said and done, he's like, oh no. So, I mean, but it's a good thing. And that's what I've always said even about teaching. Cause I would say to people, go sub.
Mm-hmm.
If you can handle being a sub and handle the classroom and the classroom management, then you'll be fine as a teacher. I hate to see people go through education and then get out and not be able to control their classroom and then get out of education altogether. And they've spent all this time and money on education. And
Right.
it is not the saying of those who can't teach, that's bull.
Right.
I
Mhm.
mean, it's not an easy task
No.
because you have to be able to manage your classroom for any kids to learn.
Yeah.
So
It's definitely a learning opportunity
Mhm.
for both sides of the spectrum. You have the older generations that I've grown up. My grandparents' church was all old people.
Mhm.
I mean, you had maybe the 5 young people that showed up for morning Sunday school in one class. So I grew up learning, being passed down wisdom from the older generations, and there's definitely a different feel to it than being around a more younger generations like myself. Is you start to respect history a lot more.
Mhm.
Right.
Right.
I've met 95-year-old people that are still in walking condition, perfect condition, able to come in and do the shopping for themselves. And it makes me proud to
Right.
talk to our older generations. It's really a privilege because when they're gone, the history that we are reading in our textbooks now is going to be, you're going to have nobody that was alive back then to understand what the significance was.
Right.
Learning about the Cuban Missile Crisis from a textbook is one thing, but having somebody there that was at the brink of nuclear war and hearing John F. Kennedy's voice on the radio is a different story. You
Mhm.
start to understand why it was a turning point in American history during the Cold War. You start to understand why the 50s were different than the 60s because they're two entirely different generations,
Right. They are.
different social movements, different religious movements altogether. But if you really start to discuss that with older folks and start to listen, take a time to listen to the music that they grew up with, it's to me a lot more wholesome than what
Mhm.
we have today. And young
Oh, yeah.
people are being fed this narrative that they have to be sexualized, that they have to be I don't want to say groomed, but categorized into this way of thinking that they have to be progressive in order to be young,
Mhm.
or they have to vote a certain way to be young, or they have to invest their money a certain way to be young. And we have social media targeting young people with bodily images that are not appropriate.
Mhm.
We have the internet that has done nothing but destroy the way of life for some young
Oh,
people.
yeah.
Yeah.
As you get roped into thinking a certain way, especially with all of the misinformation councils that
Mhm.
Facebook and Instagram have put
Mhm.
together, young people are going to have a hard time distinguishing the truth from reality.
Right.
If we don't have young people start to get into government and change that way of thinking, even at the local level,
Right.
young people are never going to learn to inherit the system or what they want to create out of this country.
Right.
And it's not to say that young people are radically socialist or anything like that. I feel the typical stereotype of people my age is that you have to be a progressive, you have to believe in socialism. But if you go on my website, I've already gotten complaints about me calling out communism, but it always starts at a level that you don't expect it to.
Right.
And
Yep.
if it's in the schools, if it's in the community, our young people are being put into this fast track system. It's like
Mhm.
college on steroids, where within 2 or 3 years you're going to have a population that can't distinguish the Constitution from whatever mess they're putting out.
Right.
Mhm. I think it's being done on purpose, if you ask
Oh,
me, especially where
it is.
what we know is happening here soon and already
Mhm.
started.
Mhm.
So it's scary.
Well, it's funny. You had the Senate Bill 686, House Bill 13, I believe it's 1350 that's moving through right now, and you have the misinformation councils that were put up early on during COVID and the
Yes.
vaccine mandate process,
Mhm.
which I have nothing against vaccines. My grandma got the polio shot when it first came out. Polio is nearly eradicated now.
Mhm.
Right.
But the issue with it is if you're suppressing the truth on a corporate level, now we have these senators
Right.
and these House representatives. One of them was from Texas, I believe it was District 10, had sponsored the bill initially. And so when you have the government that's starting to act like a corporation, it gets
Mhm.
dangerous.
Yes.
And to me, it marks a sign that we are either passing laws now that are put forward by these corporations, or we are just turning to a system that our youth are not going to be able to fight unless they start doing it now.
We're absolutely. That's what I always say. Stop being cheap. See you later.
Yeah. And you touched on something that I kind of touched on earlier is, guys, quit thinking that this can't happen to us. Because that's the quickest way it will happen to us,
Absolutely.
because you'll be in such denial. I mean, I was kind of a rebel when it came to the COVID thing in many, many different ways, from the mask to this to that. And, you know, some people would just be like, just put the stupid mask on. And I'm like, I mean,
No.
yes, I did put the stupid mask on certain times.
I was rebellious.
But, well, you know, in a plane, if I really wanted to go to Mexico, I had to wear it.
Right.
But
You did.
yeah, but we wore, she came on, we wore our holy masks they didn't really do anything, but we got away with it. But
none
the
of those
thing
masks would
Take
have
it
worked.
We were holy. We had them blessed.
we were always constantly eating something. But you know, I'm like, but if you give in to this is just one step, because this is what they're trying to do, is control us.
Yes.
They were trying to control us and fear that this was so bad, and that, you know, it was going to go in a bad way, and it would have. That's what their plan was. But you know, too many people were like, whoa, wait a minute. Something ain't right here.
Yep.
So it was good that, you know, many people came awake on the
Yes.
situation.
And
Hey,
so-
can we go back to something that, you know, that started this conversation? Hey, Jake,
Yes.
this is Tiffany.
How are you, Tiffany?
I'm good. How are you? Thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
You know, you were talking about how on your website you have something about communism, and so immediately, you know, certain people went to that one topic and had issue with it. My question is that why would anybody who is an American have an issue with a conversation about communism?
Bingo.
Well,
Why would you have an issue with that? This is something that we don't want in our country. We don't want to take over our politics, to take over our governing. So
Amen.
why would anybody take offense to that? You know, now I don't know what your website says, so I don't know if it's going after a particular party, political party in the United States, you know, as in the discussion of communism, whether it's liberals or not. So I don't know if what does it say? Is it going after a particular party?
No, I've made sure that I'm not calling either side out. Personally, I am an independent citizen. I vote based on who I think is best for the city, based on who is best for the county, or who's best for the federal government, because I believe that, you know, nobody is immune from public scrutiny. Aristotle put it forth best. He said, you know, leave no authority unquestioned. And I think that communism, really the only two things that I have called out so far are sexualizing our kids and putting forth socialism at a local level, especially in the school systems that we're seeing around us now. I believe a few of the school board candidates had called out their own school districts for some of the socialist curriculum that they're trying to inject into the school system now. The only reason that I would think anybody would have anything against it is because they have been fed this narrative, not just from one side, but there are people on both sides of the aisle that have put forth this idea that, you know, we should either let everything join the government because this is a representative democracy, or they have been fed the lie that socialism is this all-encompassing system where it can better humanity. Even Karl Marx had written, you know, if we can have a socialist revolution, then we can insert pure communism and have this utopia. There's a Billy Graham sermon on it. If you haven't seen it, you know, I encourage you to go look it up. I'm not sure exactly what the video is called, but I just looked up Billy Graham on communism. And the guy said, you know, the difference between why you cannot have religion in the Soviet Union at the time and the reason that you could have religion in America was because you can't worship two masters at the same time. Now, this doesn't just go with religion. It goes with
Makes sense.
opposing ideologies like we're seeing with the misinformation councils. It has to do with all of these different things that the governments have set up to where they can inherently close out opposition. Now, that is part of the reason I am running, because I'm tired of seeing the way things are going. And I think, regardless if you're Republican or you're Democrat, there is no difference between you and I.
Right.
There's no difference between me and the friends that I grew up with, me and the friends that I went to high school or I go to college with. I could sit next to a person entirely different from me,
Right.
and they are still a human being.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. You
And-
just take out Republican and Democrat, and you're still just people with a different point of view, a different opinion, a different idea to put into place. That's all it is.
Oh yeah, and they're
That's where labels become such a problem, or have become such a problem. And Mayor Chris Fletcher and I had this conversation on his show yesterday. When we first met, I was a registered Democrat.
Mhm.
Right now, I'm a registered Republican. I'm a centrist. I vote for a person. I vote for someone who can do good by the people, or for the needs that we need to meet for the community, not a party. And so I really like to hear that from you, Jake. And I think that that's really important to a lot of people in our community specifically. They don't want someone bringing in their own party views, even though it doesn't seem to really be an issue for you or for anybody who's currently serving on council, as much as it is for the people who are voting.
Oh yeah, and I one thing that you couldn't tell me from the street, any older person, that I'm a big Eisenhower fan. And if anybody has read into the Eisenhower administration, he was very centrist when it came to being a Republican.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not to lean a certain way or anything, but I grew up with a fondness for learning about his specific administration. And if you read through, he kind of gets the cinch that his greatest regret was appointing Earl Warren and a few of those other justices to the court, because they were very progressive for Republican nominees.
Mm-hmm.
And you had a socially forward-moving system with a traditional-based government, which anybody can tell you the time that Eisenhower spent in office never had one war. We had a balanced budget. We had some of the biggest growth in American history, and we even got the birth of a space system.
Right.
NASA came out of his administration. The interstate highway system came out, and yet we didn't go into a deficit. We didn't rack up too much debt.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at a graph, he's probably one of the least guys that has racked up debt in this country's history. But the one thing that I really took from history, and I try to learn from everybody that I come into contact with, is regardless of what party you are, regardless of who you vote for, at the end of the day, you should vote for what's best. And if you vote for something that is going to knowingly target a certain group, knowingly insert your own bias into a system, and make sure that others that oppose you cannot insert their valid input, our system has really failed. And it's not the system that's done it, it's the people that run it.
Exactly.
People my generation go to college and see people saying, well, down with capitalism, this system is inherently evil. Well, to me, it was corporatism. It is these big monopolies that take away the rights of our small businesses. They take away the market share, the profit that could be going to community organizations, community business owners. And you have this new system on the rise of stock or shareholder capitalism, is what Klaus Schwab and all them call it. And it's very dangerous because it inherently is a socialist system. You're taking
Well, you have to watch too with currently, and this is happening in Texas right now, and that's our insurance companies. When we look at one of the biggest corporations that's running our government, it's insurance.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Oh, you broke out.
You broke down.
Broke down.
She broke down.
I love it.
Not. We didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, we didn't
but-
hear you. You kind of cut out there for a little bit.
Oh, okay. Well, what did you hear? Oh, we got a minute anyway. You know what? It's a topic for another day. I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're about short on time, actually. We're about to have to
Oh yes.
end
So
it soon.
Jake, is there
Jake,
anything?
Jake?
What else do you have to say, real quick?
Well, I'd really like to encourage our community to get out and vote. We are definitely in a time at a crossroads where our community needs a change, where our community needs a breath of fresh air. And if you have no problem giving a young guy a chance to learn, get out and vote. That's all I can
Yes.
say.
Yes.
Make that low turnout a thing of the past. Get our youth out and involved. If you're young and you're listening to this, get out and vote, man. You've got a chance that you don't get often in history unless you live in another city or in another state. You know, how often is it that somebody from another generation is willing to put forth something on the table of our republic?
Great. Wonderful. Thank you for
Love it.
joining us, Jake.
Thank
I
y'all for
appreciate it.
having me.
Sorry, we quickly had to run through that
Yes.
at the end, but check out Jake. He's on, there's a Facebook page with his city council place too. Is there a website or is it just the Facebook?
There is a website. It's wernettefor2.com. So it's WERNETTEFOR2.com.
Okay.
Awesome.
Wonderful. Thank you for joining us.
Thank y'all for
Thank
having me.
you.
Thanks. Bye. Have a good
Bye.
day.
Have a good day, everybody. Bye.
The engraving on my product was precise and exactly what I wanted.
So don't wait any longer to add a personal touch to your products. Call Romika Laser Engraving and Custom Designs today at 817-400-4040 or visit our website at romikadesigns.com. We look forward to helping you make your mark.
Hey, travelers, do you want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call. That's right, call, because the best prices are not online. They're with SmartFares. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. Our prices are too low to publish online. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our SmartFares expert travel agents find ridiculously low prices for you. Call SmartFares today and get the best price on your next flight. Guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
855-325-1820. 855-325-1820. That's 855-325-1820.
Have you ever met a single person in your life that enjoys paying taxes? No one does. If you can't sleep at night because you have a huge problem with the IRS, I've got some free advice for you. This service is strictly limited to individuals that owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes. And if you qualify, we can guarantee that you won't be writing a big fat check to the IRS, or our services cost you nothing. The first 100 people that call today will get a free tax consultation worth $500. Stop worrying about your IRS problem. We can help you, we promise. Call the tax doctor right now. I mean right now to learn more.
800-240-4587. 800-240-4587. 800-240-4587. That's 800-240-4587.
Out of deck carpet giving you the blues? Tired of your old dingy and broken tile? Let my friends at the Floor Store in Cleveland, Texas give your home the makeover it deserves. This is Old Taco Joe coming to you for the Floor Store. Whether it's carpet, tile, wood flooring, or real wood laminate, the Floor Store can cover all of your flooring needs. Located at 405 West Henderson Street in Cleveland, Texas, owner Brent Harris can help. Shower tile, tub surrounds, even backsplashes. Give them a call today at 817-641-9444. The Floor Store, they've got you covered.
Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395.
You're listening to JoCo Community Radio.
When I got home from work today, you greeted me with that look you like to give to me. One glance is all it took. I guess I've done something wrong. It's been another day, but I'm clearing the air just what to say. And I'm sorry for what I said or did not say to you. And I apologize for what I've done or did not do. And I'm sorry for anything that might be going on. And I apologize for this apology for not knowing what I've done wrong. After cooking breakfast, I took out the trash. I fed your cat and I walked the dog. I filled your car with gas. But honey, there must be something that I forgot to do. So I'm going to play my apology one more time for you. And I'm sorry for what I said or did not say to you. And I apologize for what I've done or did not do. And I'm sorry for anything that might be going on. And I apologize for this apology for not knowing what I've done wrong. Well, I hope you accept my apology. It came right from the heart. And I meant every word I said from the finish back to the start. And I hope the words and message came out crystal clear. They sure have come in handy since I recorded them last year. And I'm sorry for what I said but did not say to you. And I apologize for what I've done or did not do. And I'm sorry for anything that might be going on. And I apologize for this apology for not knowing what I've done wrong. Yeah, I apologize for this apology for not knowing what I've done wrong. Just 18, we had a good time.
Wild and free, your hand in mine. What still lingers is that first kiss.
Babe, it's not the only thing that I miss. I miss the way you smile that smile. I miss you, girl, and the carefree style.
How it came to an end, I really don't remember.
But holding you into the morning light, that's what still is. How you been? It's been a long time.
I can't complain, I've had a pretty good life. Well, I've gotta go, it's good to see you again.
But I can't deny us down here. I miss the way you smile, that smile. I miss you, girl, and your carefree style.
How it came to an end, I really don't remember.
But making love to you in the middle of the night, that's what you needed. That's what you needed. We both turned and walked away.
My heart skipped a beat.
But I know it's okay.
Life's how it's supposed to be.
Oh, I miss the way you smile, that smile. I miss you, girl, and your carefree style.
Oh, how it came to an end, I really don't remember. First love will go on and on and on.
That's what you need. That's what you need. Last Friday, Circle LA, broke down in a little town by San Jose. Nowhere, Texas, the next 3 years. About this man, an optimistic man, and that's the way I left him. And even though we got time, let me curve in bottles of wine. Kick your shoes off, cast your line out in nowhere, Texas, with nobody minds. Been searching for a liquor store, but the town it was dry. Met a man named Crooked Stan who told me why. He said, got the finest deals this side of the winding pines. So he hooked us up with a couple jugs of shine wine. Out here in nowhere, we got time. Bootleg liquor and bottles of wine. Kick your shoes off. Cast your line out in nowhere, Texas, with nobody minds. Nobody minds if we get a bit crazy. Everybody seems to understand. And lately life's been getting hazy. But I think I found the promised land. And here in nowhere, we've got town. Bootleg liquor and bottles of wine. Kick your shoes off, cast your line out in nowhere, Texas, with nobody minds. And here in nowhere, we got town. Bootleg liquor and bottles of wine. The band still broke down, but we don't mind being nowhere, Texas, just out of your life. Taking chances don't seem to be. Making long shots can't be the right way. But that's not how I feel. When it comes to loving you, city lights and shaking leaves. I'm not too big for my jeans, and that's not how it is. When it comes to seeing you, I don't mean to cry. Don't want to move too fast. And I'll take my time when it comes to knowing you. Really don't mean that much to me. Hanging out with the boys, I'd rather be here with you. Close to you's okay for me. You're all to me, all to me. The only one in my life. Don't matter much to me. Wanna talk a while or let it be. Taking chances seem to see where you going with me. No hesitation, proud to be. When it comes to loving you, no hesitation, proud to be. When it comes to you, when it comes to you.
The voice of Johnson County.
You guys are great. I get the best mix of my favorite music. We love it. It's a great station.
JoCo Community Radio.
This pretty girl haunts my dreams. She's got a blue tank top, holes in her jeans, black bandana tied up in her hair. I swear I see the girl everywhere. She's got dark brown eyes, covered in tears, out of broken hearts, overly used. She's my everything that I've got to lose if she's gone. It's my fault she ain't looking. It has fallen under a pickup truck. The wheels spin around and around. She gave up, she let go. If she ever loved me, I don't know. This girl of my dreams out on the West Coast. She let go. There's a pretty girl haunts my dreams, cruising down the beach in her good off jeans. She's got a pink bandana tied up in her hair. I swear it's California air. She's got her feet propped up, soaking up the rain. She's got an umbrella drinking its own fate. She's doing just fine out there on her own. Yeah, she's gone. My fault, she gave up. Red asphalt under a pickup truck. The wheels spin around and around. She gave up, she let go. If she ever loved me, I don't know. This girl of my dreams out on the West Coast. She let go. Not a lover now more than I ever did. And if I had another chance, I'd show her again and again. It's my fault she gave up. Wet asphalt under a pickup truck. The wheels spin around and around. She gave up, she let go. If she ever loved me, I don't know. This girl of my dreams out on the West Coast. She let go. My girl, she let go. I hear the pipes on a Mustang rolling like a freight train tearing up the highway. Here she comes, here she comes. She got the radio blasting, cigarettes ashing, shifting gears and passing. Here she comes, here she comes. He stepped on the wrong girl, promising her the world, but he was just having fun. Daddy didn't raise her flowers, she's counting down the hours to get him for what he's done. Here she comes. She knew where she was going, pistols like a loaded, anger's what she's towing. Here she comes, here she comes. He stepped on the wrong girl, promising her the world, but he was just having fun. Daddy didn't raise her flowers, she's counting down the hours to get him for what he's done. Here she comes. Oh, look out now. Seatbelt hugging, mascara running, wish she hadn't loved him. Here she comes, here she comes. She's busting through the front door, trying to even up the score for all the lies she's been told. He's begging and pleading, trying to keep him bleeding while she's holding the gun. Here she comes. Here she comes. Here she comes.
She takes the train, she's got places to be. Don't try to slow her down, she's got a whole wide world she needs to see. If you ask her where she's headed for, she'll just smile and wave as she walks out the door. Don't hold her down, she's got a word to see. There's a million things, none of which can keep her from being free. Being free. There's a whole wide world, it's just waiting to be seen. She runs without a care, likes to feel the wind in her hair. Hey, that's okay, she never really was yours anyway. She likes the wind in her hair. She runs without a care. Hey, that's okay, she never really was yours anyway. Anyway, she runs, she's just waiting to be seen. Oh, she's got the world in her pocket. Oh, she's got you in her pocket. And she's free, so free. She's free. She takes the train, she's got places to be. Don't try to slow her down, she's got a whole wide world she needs to see. She likes the wind in her hair, she runs without a care. Hey, that's okay, she never really was ours anyway.
Slip on my boots, try to fix my hair. Look back at the bed, even though you're not there. I know exactly when we broke down. And I'm trying hard to turn it around. Just like that truck I had when I was 25. We're both still kicking, barely alive. But in the years we had nothing to show. Empty bottles, broken windows, and it's hard to get past what kept you going. There were the best thing in my life. Now I know it. I keep reaching out to find you. What else could I do? Keep fading into the morning. In the morning. Scattered memories of the way it was before. Holding on loosely like the hinges on the door to that old house holds nothing for me. I should wash it by the way the key. And it's hard to get past what kept you going. You're the best thing in my life. Now I know it. I keep reaching out to find you. What else could I do? Keep fading into the morning. In the morning. Gotta be a better way. Gotta be a better way. Well, I know there's gotta be a better way. Take my hand, girl, show you the way. And it's hard to get past what keeps you going. You're the best thing in my life. Now I know it. I keep reaching out to find you. What else could I keep fading into the morning? Ooh. In the morning. The morning blue.
You're listening to JoCo Community Radio.
Out-of-date carpet giving you the blues? Tired of your old dingy and broken tile? Let my friends at the Floor Store in Cleburne, Texas give your home the makeover it deserves. This is Old Taco Joe coming to you for the Floor Store. Whether it's carpet, tile, wood flooring, or real wood laminate, the Floor Store can cover all of your flooring needs. Located at 405 West Henderson Street in Cleburne, Texas, owner Brent Harris can help. Shower tile, tub surrounds, even backsplashes. Give him a call today at 817-641-9444. The Floor Store, they got you covered.
Why have thousands of aspiring authors teamed up with Christian Faith Publishing to publish their book? Because Christian Faith Publishing is an author-friendly publisher who understands that your labor is more than just a book. We provide authors freedom and flexibility throughout the publishing process, professional book editing, award-winning design, and some of the highest royalty structures in the publishing industry. And as always, you will retain 100% of the rights to your book.
I was looking to find a company that I could trust, one that assisted in the editing process completely.
The most important qualities that I was looking for was a publisher who was honest and upfront, no hidden costs or fees, and owning the rights to my own work.
Christian Faith Publishing will publish, market, and sell your books in all major bookstores, online booksellers, as well as specialty Christian bookstores. Call for your free author submission kit.
800-978-4812. 800-978-4812. 800-978-4812. That's 800-978-4812.
Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395, 800-709-4395, 800-709-4395, 800-709-4395.
The voice of Johnson County, JoCo Community Radio.
Dropped a load of lumber down at Port A, and I hung around for a couple of days. I laid on the beach and I caught some rays where the water meets the land. I hit shorties and lovets and the salty dog up at the crack of noon, looking through the fog at my beachfront condo high on the hog, just because I can. I'll eat amberjack and drink alcohol. I come a long way from Tenny Hall. Beats anything you ever saw from a truck driving man. Well, I was raised when the times were lean. We lived on cornbread and pinto beans. Now I live a little beyond my means, just because I can, just because I can. Well, I hung around town till the money got thin. I got a load to L.A. and hit the road again. My head hurts bad, must have been the gin. Drinking's hard on a working man. I got some turnaround pills and a load coming back, an extra logbook in my dirty clothes sack. Tomorrow afternoon I'll be headed back, dragging a reefer van. I'll eat amberjack and drink alcohol. I come a long way from Tenny Hall. Beats anything you ever saw from a truck driving man. Well, I was raised when the times were lean, lived on cornbread and pinto beans. Now I live a little beyond my means, just because I can, just because I can. Well, I stopped at Ted's and I got some fuel. I had a flat fixed on a trailer dual. It was only outside, and damn, that's cool. Some luck for a trucking man. Well, I'm headed back to the condo again. I made enough jack for 3 days of sin. I'm working to play, playing to win, just because I can. I'll eat amberjack and drink alcohol. I come a long way from Tenny Hall. Beats anything you ever saw from a truck driving man. Well, I was raised when the times were lean, lived on cornbread and pinto beans. Now I live a little beyond my means, just because I can, just because I can.
I've seen nights longer than a lifetime, and days I begged and prayed that they would end. But hell ain't nothing compared to some of the places and the fires that I burned in. Smoke and ash and nothing left to mend. 'Cause she stole my dreams, stole my soul, spit me out and left me cold, with nothing left to lose or left to say. I guess the devil's finally done with me. I guess the devil's finally done with me. Now I know Jesus, but that ain't why I spend so much time down on my knees. See, lust and lies left me crucified. Now I'm hanging in the Garden of Eve, while she slithers like a snake away from me. 'Cause she stole my dreams, stole my soul, spit me out and left me cold, with nothing left to lose or left to say. Now all that anyone can see is the shell of what I used to be. I guess the devil's finally done with me. I guess the devil's finally done with me. Pieces broke beyond repair. I still smell her sulfur in the air. 'Cause she stole my dreams, stole my soul, spit me out and left me cold, with nothing left to lose or left to say. Now all that anyone can see is the shell of what I used to be. I guess the devil's finally done with me. I guess the devil's finally done with me. Yeah, I guess the devil's finally done with me.
Babe, I know you work real hard, 40 hours a week. You come home to clean the house. Don't know how you find the time for me, but when I get that come on look, you know it drives me insane. See that crazy side of you, you know just what to do. Love it when you roll that way. When you let your hair fall down and you put your cares aside, and you come on unwound. Girl, I can't deny, I'm so glad you're mine. We go out on Friday night. You put on that little dress, shows the way that God made you. And it ain't fair, I must confess, because all the other guys wishing they were in my place. You put on your little show, wink at them before we go. Love it when you roll that way. When you let your hair fall down and you put your cares aside, you come on unwound. Girl, I can't deny, I'm so glad you're mine. And when we turn out the lights, you tell me it's getting late. Just when I think that you're too tired, you find a way to light that fire. Love it when you roll that way. It's almost more than I can stand. I know I'm a lucky man. Love it when you roll that way. They say when you're young, you don't know what love is. Just a phase it'll end in time. But what I felt when you smiled at me, if that ain't love, then I lost my mind. It's not easy to tell you what I was feeling. It's kind of hard to find the words to describe. And there was lightning, thunder, a child's sense of wonder, and the sun set the sky on fire. When it killed me the day you said goodbye. Years flew by and time rolled on. Like this black and white, I rewind when I hear that song. It takes me back, riding in this truck. It's just another place your memory stuck. It's not easy to tell you what I was feeling. It's kind of hard to find the words to describe. And there was lightning, thunder, a shout, sense of wonder, and the sun set the sky on fire. When it killed me, when they said goodbye. Yeah, it killed me like a shock in my chest, gone to my head, but not in my wrist. It killed me, it knocked me down with a talk out loud, lying on the ground, but the only thing that kept me alive was the fire that you left inside. It's not easy to tell you what I was feeling. It's kind of hard to find the words to describe. And there was lightning, thunder, a shout, a sense of wonder, and the sun set the sky on fire. Oh, when it killed me, the day you said goodbye. Say when you're young, you don't know what love is. Just a phase it'll end in time.
They have a really good variety. You guys play the best variety. The variety I want to hear.
JoCo Community Radio.
shining in the desert sky. I pour a cold one as we talk of times gone by. It's great to see you, find out how you've been. You look so well, smiling from the screen. The life I'm living is like a dream come true. But all I want to do is spend Christmas time with you. The friends I'm missing will come from near and far. Christmas Eve reunion in the local bar. Have you no homes to go to? Says the barman at the door. But you know he doesn't mean it, 'cause he never did before. The life I'm living is like a dream come true. But all I want to do is spend Christmas time with you. On Christmas morning, when everybody's here, you go to find religion for the first time since last year. Greet all the neighbors, how their kids have gone. Home is where the heart is, and the heart is back at home. The life I'm living is like a dream come true. But all I want to do is spend Christmas time with you. Spend Christmas time with you.
Gonna buy a pistol just to shoot you down. It's about 12 o'clock. Dreaming of a shining glass. Right against your temple is simple. And no, I'm not angry yet. I'm just a fortune teller with a thread. And I can see eyes rolling back in your head. Don't you leave this bed. This light lies, no, you never touch me. Got right in like cut to the bone. This loss is mine to own. Didn't need my heart anyway, I gave it away. Keep on testifying. All I need is you to keep trying. Break down all your walls and feel my love. You lullaby. Now you got another go right in your alibi. You right my wrongs all night, every night, but it's not enough. Lullaby. Now you got another go right in your alibi. You right my wrongs all night, every night, but it's not enough. Tears fall on my window pane. I guess my mama said it best. Ooh, what's a little hurt if there's a game? I I can feel my heartbeat banging in my chest. It's like last night you never touched me. Got right in line, cut to the bone. This thoughts of mine, didn't need my heart anyway. I gave it away. Keep on testifying. All I need is you to keep trying. Break down all your walls and feel my love. Every night, but it's not enough. Lullaby. Now you got enough to go right in your alibi. You run my wrongs all night, every night, but it's not enough.
Would you give me satisfaction? And I won't. Would you join me on a journey of happiness? We worked so hard to get there, to show we truly are. Let's not make this more difficult. Embrace this man, 'cause we can never love us if we don't love ourselves. But we won't get past one more conflict or future plans. We surely made our own road down on that special day. A newness and a life from us on the 28th. With hope we foster brilliance and a jab of rarity. Baby, let's go make another. Get a woman's day.
From Burleson to Venus and Grandview to Godley, this is the voice of Johnson County, JoCo Community Radio.
Here's important new information from the Diabetes Solution Center for you, a family member, or a loved one suffering with diabetes. If you have lost your provider, or if you need a provider for diabetic supplies, you may qualify to receive your diabetic testing supplies now with little or no out-of-pocket cost, regardless of your age. All you need is Medicare or private insurance to be potentially eligible. Call the Diabetes Solution Center right now for details. Just takes a couple of minutes. Our friendly, knowledgeable agents will give you free, no-obligation information, handle all the insurance paperwork, and make sure your supplies are delivered directly to your door for free.
Call U.S. Medical Supply 24 hours a day. 800-597-9323. 800-597-9323. 800-597-9323. Call right now. 800-597-9323.
Let's be honest. Wheelchairs are heavy, bulky, and ugly. If you carry a wheelchair in your car to take care of a loved one, you know how hard it is getting that clunky, old-style wheelchair in and out of your car. Introducing the Feather Chair Wheelchair. At 13 pounds, it's the world's lightest wheelchair. It folds in seconds and fits neatly in your trunk, backseat, or closet, so you can take it everywhere. And it's only available right here. Order yours today and get a free wheelchair case, a $50 value, yours free. The Feather Chair. The world's lightest wheelchair is just $4.99 with easy payments as low as $16 a month. Sorry, no Medicare or insurance accepted. So call right now to order yours.
800-823-5826. 800-823-5826. 800-823-5826. That's 800-823-5826.
It's fascinating. Have you seen it? LaserShopLive.com. It's the YouTube channel for Romika Laser Engraving and Custom Designs. We're excited to offer you a 24-hour live stream of our laser shop, along with various videos showcasing our laser work and completed projects. Our state-of-the-art equipment and skilled designers create intricate designs on a variety of materials. With our live stream, you can see firsthand how we create our one-of-a-kind products.
I stumbled upon LaserShopLive.com and was blown away by being able to actually watch them work on their projects. Their laser engraving live stream is fascinating to watch, and I lose all track of time.
Whether you're a business owner, creative professional, or just someone who appreciates unique and personalized items, LaserShopLive.com has something for everyone. And with our YouTube channel, LaserShopLive.com, you can watch our live stream and browse our videos anytime, anywhere. So why wait? Check out Laser Shop Live today and see what all the buzz is about. Visit LaserShopLive.com.
Out-of-date carpet giving you the blues? Tired of your old dingy and broken tile? Let my friends at the Floor Store in Cleburne, Texas give your home the makeover it deserves. This is Old Taco Joe coming to you for the Floor Store. Whether it's carpet, tile, wood flooring, or real wood laminate, the Floor Store can cover all of your flooring needs. Located at 405 West Henderson Street in Cleburne, Texas, owner Brent Harris can help. Shower tile, tub surrounds, even backsplashes. Give them a call today at 817-641-9444. The Floor Store, they've got you covered.
Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395.
JoCo Community Radio. Listen live at tunein.com.
Take me down to that old bridge once again, where we danced naked, hiding from the rain. Go back to that old dirt road once again.
where we got lost and we couldn't find a way. I know it's so far away. I know this will never happen again. These are the moments locked up so far away. Locked up far away in my special hiding place. I will hang on to my memories, 'cause they're the only thing that won't ever leave me. I will hang on to my memories, 'cause they're the only thing that won't ever leave me. Go back to those lost last holidays, where we made love in my old bunk bed. Quickly hide away, now hide away from my family. It will never be good like that again. I know it was a tragedy. Tragedy that took you so far from me. These are the visions locked up so far away. Locked up far away in my special hiding place. I will hang on to my memories, 'cause they're the only thing that won't ever leave me. I will hang on to my memories, 'cause they're the only thing that won't ever leave me. These are the visions locked up so far away. Locked up far away in my special hiding place. I will hang on to my memories, 'cause they're the only thing that won't ever leave me. I will hang on to my memories. They're the only thing that won't ever leave me.
Silk tie left hanging on your front door. Unposted letter in the mail. In a closet, tailored suits I never wore. Cause honey, my soul, it ain't for sale. Behind these steel gates and cold walls of stone, silver, crystal, vintage wine. Well, you're gonna realize, baby, when I'm gone, well, this is your world, it's not mine. Well, I'm leaving out this westbound freeway. And I've had all this good life I can stand. And I know this gonna get you a little bit sideways. But I ain't ain't your kind of man. Well, I'm leaving out here just as fast as I can go. Where to? Well, I'll never tell. And what I do next, baby, well, I don't know. But I do know, well, this man, he ain't for sale. Well, I'm leaving out this westbound freeway. And I don't have another plan. But I might find me a good girl here someday. And I ain't your kind of man. But I gotta live this old life my way. But I ain't your kind of man.
Can't say I love you like I used to. Can't say I feel the way I used to feel. Seems like all I do is question me and you. I'm not sure this love is real. I might be better off without you. But when I hold you and I look in your eyes, there's too much feeling there to act like I don't care. Can't say I love you and I can't say goodbye. Is this the way it feels when love starts to die? At times I feel like giving up, at times I wanna try. Seems what forever means forever, asking why. I can't say I love you, and I can't say goodbye. If I could only find a reason for the way I'm feeling, I could make up my mind. Am I just holding on to a love already gone? Or have I really loved you all the time? Is this the way it feels when love starts to die? At times I feel like giving up, at times
I feel like giving up. At times I wanna try. Since the word forever means forever, asking why I can't say I love you, and I can't say goodbye. Can't say I love you, oh, and I can't say goodbye. I can't say goodbye. No, I can't say goodbye. I can't say goodbye. I can't say goodbye.
It sits on a dim lit corner deep in the lonely side of town. It stands as a peaceful harbor for every broken heart around. The crying steel will help me heal while the lonesome fiddle moans. This run-down joint is better known as home sweet honky tonk. People perched on a row of bar stools like birds on electric wire. They stare through the smoke at the mirror into eyes that have no fire. Just high regard for liquor hard as the times they fell upon. A place to come when love is gone. Home, sweet honky tonk. The same old lovesick losers seek comfort there each night. A broken soul will almost glow in a flashing neon light. A few have someone waiting, but for all of those who don't, there's no place like home sweet honky tonk. You can just about hear the teardrops bouncing off the hardwood floor. If it weren't for the rainbow jukebox standing by the pool room door, folks drop change to ease their pain in search of a healing song. The open sign is always on at home, sweet honky tonk. The same old lovesick losers seek comfort there each night. A broken soul will almost glow in a flash of neon light. You have someone waiting, but for all of those who don't, there's no place like home sweet honky tonk. There's no place like home sweet honky tonk.
You know who it is? My favorite station. I love you guys.
Your radio's up.
JoCo Community Radio.
I've been cut off, but never that way. Once that call dropped, it's like she fell right off of the face. Oh. But it's starting to sink in. This time she might mean it. Maybe I should just hang it up. 'Cause I've left a message after message. I just ain't getting no love. Oh, I'm texting Texas, but Texas ain't texting me back. She's out there, God knows where, while I'm stuck here going half mad. Yeah, I'm about to throw this damn cell phone up against the wall. 'Cause Texas ain't texting me back. Much less taking my calls. Maybe she's fine and just needs a break. Or maybe she's out there somewhere just out in range. Could be. But I'm starting to have bad thoughts run around wild in my head. And to top it off, I'd run the battery on this thing while I'm dead. 'Cause I'm texting Texas, but Texas ain't texting me back. She's out there, God knows where, while I'm stuck here going half mad. Yeah, I'm about to throw this damn cell phone up against the wall. 'Cause Texas ain't texting me back. Much less taking my calls. Hey, I'm texting Texas, but Texas ain't texting me back. She's out there, God knows where, while I'm stuck here going half mad. Yeah, I'm about to throw this damn cell phone up against the wall. 'Cause Texas ain't texting me back. Much less taking my calls. I guess I'm just gonna have to find another house to ride. Maybe I don't have any 4G or whatever it is. Are there any payphones around here?
There's a world outside that I'm not equipped to. And you wonder why I never leave this room. 'Cause I felt once and then I felt twice. I'm not really good at taking advice. You know that I would if I could. I'ma sing this verse to get it right. And mama came in my room one night when I was sleeping. At least she thought I was, but my eyes were creeping. She got down on her knees and prayed, asking God to take my scars away. I know that he would if he could. Some things never change. No going down in waterfalls, 'cause I can't get you back. Going down in waterfalls, 'cause I can't get you back. No, I can't get you back. No, I can't get you. Going down in waterfalls, no, 'cause I can't get you back. Hey, hey, hey. waterfalls, 'cause I can get you back. No, I can't get you back. No, I can't get you back. Baby in the crib, they tell me let it sleep in. But it don't take much to get my mind to creeping. I sneak in and I take a hit. I sneak in and I take a hit. Baby going down in waterfalls tonight, tonight, tonight. Baby in the crib, they tell me let it sleep in. Sleep in. It don't take much to get my mind to creeping. I sneak in and I take a hit. Sneak in and I take a hit. Baby going down in waterfalls tonight. Going down in waterfalls, 'cause I can get you back. Going down in waterfalls, 'cause I can get you back. No, I can't get you back. No, I can't get you. Fill my cup up, I'm getting sicker. The pain out was good, it's quicker. Bigger than you ever knew. She gotta work. Keep getting toasted to the price, but it's in the game, the price ain't right. I write my wrongs every night, but paper ain't plastic, don't cash it. Baby in the crib, they tell me let her sleep in. But it don't take much to get my mind to creeping. Going down the waterfall, 'cause I can't get you back. No, I can't get you back. No, I can't get you. Going down the waterfall, 'cause I can't get you back. No, I can get you. Going down the waterfall, 'cause I can't get you back. Get you back, get you back, get you back. Going down the waterfall, 'cause I can't get you back. No, I can't get you back. No, I can't get you back.
He said, I'm going back to West Virginia. Texas plains really ain't my style. I miss the Appalachians in the springtime. God, I haven't seen them in a while. He said, I miss my family out in Charleston. And I've been craving mama's apple pie. His baby sister's gonna have her first one. And he'd sure love to be there by her side. So first thing in the morning, he's getting on that plane. He picked the perfect day to leave, 'cause it's supposed to rain. But what I don't get is why he let me hold on for so long when he was already gone.
She said, this time I'm headed out to Nashville. I met a man who says he'll take me far. After all these years of searching, I have found it. The chance I need to finally be a star. She
Said each time I left you, I was trying to find a way to make these dreams come true. And she's sorry that she couldn't take me with her. She thought I'd understand more than I do. So first thing in the morning, she's getting on that plane. She picked the perfect day to leave, 'cause it's supposed to rain. What I don't get is why she let me hold on for so long. And she was already gone. Two suitcases by the front door, say all we couldn't say before. All we couldn't say before. So first thing in the morning, he's getting on that plane. She picked the perfect day to leave, 'cause it's supposed to rain. But what I don't get is why he let me hold on for so long when he was already gone. She was already gone. You were already gone. People ask me when I'll ever settle down, start a family and stop all this going out. Well, I've had my share of love's do's and don'ts. So if you are in my boots, let's make a toast. Here's to the future, here's to the past, to that sexy thing there sitting in the back. Oh, I love to dance and I like to mingle. Bartender, pour me another double as I count all the reasons why I'm single. Now I'm not against finding my true love, just as long as they're down for living it up. But until I get there, I'll be right here, singing along with the band and raising my beer. Here's to the future, here's to the past, to that sexy thing there sitting in the back. Oh, I love to dance and I like to mingle. Bartender, pour me another double as I count all the reasons why I'm single. Sometimes I wonder if it's time to change. Did I think of one more reason reason just to stay. Here's to the future, here's to the past, to that sexy thing there sitting in the back. Oh, I love to dance and I like to mingle. Bartender, pour me another double as I count all the reasons why I'm single. As I count all the reasons why I'm single.
Serving Johnson County, Texas. JoCo Community Radio.
Out of deck carpet giving you the blues? Tired of your old dingy and broken tile? Let my friends at the Floor Store in Cleburne, Texas give your home the makeover it deserves. This is Old Taco Joe coming to you for the Floor Store. Whether it's carpet, tile, wood flooring, or real wood laminate, the Floor Store can cover all of your flooring needs. Located at 405 West Henderson Street in Cleburne, Texas, owner Brent Harris can help. Shower tile, tub surrounds, even backsplashes. Give them a call today at 817-641-9444. The Floor Store, they've got you covered.
If you're trying to quit drinking or doing too many drugs, listen to me. You don't know me and we'll never meet. I had a problem like you once. I drank and used to party a little too much till it got out of control and almost ruined my life. I realized I needed help to fix my problem before it totally destroyed me. If you've tried to fix your drinking and drug problem and you know you can't do it alone, you need to call the National Treatment Advisors. They'll immerse you into a 30-day program to replace your old habits with new habits and totally change your life. And if you have PPO private health insurance, the entire program may be covered. Fix your problem right now before it gets any worse. Get clean. Call now and learn more. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581. Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395.
JoCo Community Radio. Listen live at JoCoCommunityRadio.com.
Well, flip, 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 I go the line down the road, rolling as fast as I can. Trying to get home from a late night show to be in my baby's arms again. Oh, the way she looked at me when I walked through that front door. I'm the king of my castle and there ain't no hassle like a rock my baby's world. Rolling down as fast as I can. Trying to be a star and not forget who I am. And I know that she doesn't want to let me leave. It must be hard to love a man like me. Knock, 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 yeah, I hear the real world chiming in. I spent just about half of my week making to another weekend. Every time I gotta go, I see that look in my baby's eyes. She just waves and I say goodbye and I chase that butterfly. Rolling down as fast as I can. Trying to be a star and not forget who I am. And I know she doesn't want to let me leave. It must be hard to love a man like me.
she doesn't wanna let me leave. It must be hard to love a rambling man. Said a man like me, just like me, shoulda gotta love me, baby. Oh, won't you love me? Remember that one night I kissed you on a dare underneath the moonlight? No, we didn't care. I played my hand best that I could, but you didn't stick around, even though I thought you would. Times change and people grow. Hell, I don't even know where you went. Time flew by and pages passed. Girl, we couldn't make this last if we tried. So here's to goodbye. Some bridges wash out, some rivers run dry. It's not much to say, guess it wasn't our time. You always said you'd come back around, but I ain't no fool, so don't check the lost and found. Times change and people move. Hell, I don't even know where you went. Time flew by and pages passed. Girl, we couldn't make this last if we tried. Here's to So raise my glass to the love we never had. Yeah, here's to you and I. Yeah, here's to goodbye. Times change and people grow. Hell, I don't even know where you went. Time flew by and pages passed. Girl, we couldn't make this last if we tried. Times change and people grow. Hell, I don't even know where you went. Time flew by and pages passed. Girl, we couldn't make this last if we tried. Here's to goodbye. Goodbye.
Walk in my shoes and take your time. Go on and feel my pain, and enjoy the good times. No, I don't mind. I've had some good climbs, my share of downhills, some twirls on the dance floor, and some trips and some spills. It was all part of the thrill. Don't go wishing you were living someone else's dreams, 'cause you're missing living your own make-believes. So go on, walk in my shoes, just keep it your own groove. Hey, your own groove. Oh, I made a mistake, yes she has, and I've walked in the rain. I've loved and I've learned. It's all part of life's game. Every step made me who I am, made me who I am today. Don't go wishing you were living someone else's dreams, 'cause you're missing living your own make-believe. So go on, walk in my shoes, just keep it your own groove. Yeah, your own groove. Oh, take it away, boys. Don't go wishing you were living someone else's dreams, 'cause you're missing living your own make-believe. So go on and on and on, walk in my shoes, just give it your own groove. Oh, your own groove.
You walk in and every head starts turning. You're a walking, talking angel, that's for sure. But in your eyes, I see there's something missing. And I know what it is you're looking for. You're long overdue for some loving. You need someone to hold you all night long. If you want romance, honey, just give me a chance. 'Cause you're long overdue for love. I can tell you've seen some stormy weather. More than once a man has let you down. I'm the kind of guy who likes forever, but you can't count on having me around. You're lost. all night long. If you want romance, honey, just give me a chance. 'Cause you're long overdue for love. You might think that you don't have a problem. And you might think I'm coming on too strong. But this night won't happen all that often. You might be better off to take me home. You're long overdue for some loving. I need someone to hold me all night long. Honey, I need romance. Won't you give me a chance? 'Cause I'm long overdue for love. If you want romance, honey, just give me a chance. 'Cause you're long overdue for love.
All the time. I listen all day, every day. I don't know. I'm just addicted to it.
The voice of Johnson County, JoCo Community Radio.
It's smoky bars and mirrored nights with a pounding head and a ringing in my ears. It's a bag of bloodshot eyes, but an itch down deep inside to keep working as a prop, just selling beer. It's yellow lines and truck stop food. I'm a carny in a sideshow wearing boots. This traveling circus hits your town. It's setting up, breaking down, living for 2 hours. That good old Texas sound. I love what I do, but I hate what I do to myself. My mama always said this life would be a hazard to my health. Just living for the music, but dying by the cancer of this life. See, I love what I do, but I hate what I do to myself. Skinhead time, just getting by. When a dollar's breaking 90 most of the time. It's a lot of work for little pay, a lot of road, little play. Hoping that this kid gets worth the grind. See, I love what I do, but I hate what I do to myself. My mama always said this life would be a hazard to my health. Just living for the music, but dying by the cancer of this life. See, I love what I do, but I hate what I do to myself. This life would be a hazard to my health. Just living for the music, but dying by the cancer of this life. I love what I do, but I hate what I do to myself. I love what I do, but I hate what I do to myself.
I'm the perfect conversation. I'm the way you hold your pencil, baby. Fire making friction. Writing down all the words I say. I know that your phone is blowing up right now. They wanna love you, but these petty girls, they don't know how. So, hold up, wait. I know that you're tired, but my love is coming through the wire. Pick up the phone, baby, 'cause I'm all alone, baby. Pick up the phone, baby, 'cause I'm all alone, baby. Pick up the phone, baby, 'cause I'm all alone, baby. Pick up the phone, baby, phone, baby, phone, baby. I'm the penny in your pocket. I'm the book you never read, babe. Get the key on my day. I can't go another day. It's not a thing we did, doesn't work tonight. We gotta get the art of love just right. Hold up, wait. I know it's late. The room is spinning now. I can't think straight. Pick up the phone, baby, 'cause I'm all alone, baby. Pick up the phone, baby, 'cause I'm all alone, baby. Pick up the phone, baby, 'cause I'm all alone, baby. Pick up the phone, baby, phone, baby, phone, baby. Just pick it up. I know that your phone is blowing up right now. They wanna love you, but these petty girls, they don't know how. So, hold up, wait. I know that you're tired, but my love is coming through the wire. Pick up the phone, baby, 'cause I'm all alone, baby. Pick up the phone, baby, 'cause I'm all alone, baby. Pick up the phone, baby, 'cause I'm all alone, baby. Pick up the phone, baby, phone, baby, phone, baby. Pick up the phone, baby, 'cause I'm all alone, baby. Pick up the phone, baby, 'cause I'm all alone, baby. Pick up the phone, baby, 'cause I'm all alone, baby. Pick up the phone, baby, phone, baby, phone, baby. Just pick it up, baby. Just pick it up, baby. Pick up the phone, baby, phone, baby, phone, baby.
From Burleson to Venus and Grandview to Godley, this is the voice of Johnson County, JoCo Community Radio. Attention all business owners and creative minds. Do you need a unique and personalized touch for your products? Look no further than Romika Laser Engraving and Custom Designs. I'm Ron Phillips, co-owner of Romika Designs. We offer custom laser engraving services for a variety of products, including promotional items and corporate or personal gifts. With state-of-the-art equipment and a team of skilled designers, we can engrave intricate designs on virtually any material. Whether it's a special message, a company logo, or a custom design, Romika Laser Engraving will help you make your mark. And the best part, our prices are affordable and our turnaround time is quick.
I couldn't be happier with the work Romika Laser Engraving did for me. The engraving on my product was precise and exactly what I wanted.
So don't wait any longer to add a personal touch to your products. Call Romika Laser Engraving and Custom Designs today at 817-400-4040 or visit our website at romikadesigns.com. We look forward to helping you make your mark.
Hey travelers, do you want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call. That's right, call, because the best prices are not online. They're with SmartFares. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. Our prices are too low to publish online. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our SmartFares expert travel agents find ridiculously low prices for you. Call SmartFares today and get the best price on your next flight. Guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
855-325-1820. 855-325-1820. That's 855-325-1820.
Have you ever met a single person in your life that enjoys paying taxes? No, no one does. If you can't sleep at night because you have a huge problem with the IRS, I've got some free advice for you. This service is strictly limited to individuals that owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes. And if you qualify, we can guarantee that you won't be writing a big fat check to the IRS, or our services cost you nothing. The first 100 people that call today will get a free tax consultation worth $500. Stop worrying about your IRS problem. We can help you, we promise. Call the tax doctor right now. I mean right now, to learn more.
800-240-4587. 800-240-4587. 800-240-4587. That's 800-240-4587.
Out-of-date carpet giving you the blues? Tired of your old dingy and broken tile? Let my friends at the Floor Store in Cleveland, Texas give your home the makeover it deserves. This is Old Taco Joe coming to you for the Floor Store. Whether it's carpet, tile, wood flooring, or real wood laminate, the Floor Store can cover all of your flooring needs. Located at 405 West Henderson Street in Cleveland, Texas, owner Brent Harris can help. Shower tile, tub surrounds, even backsplashes. Give them a call today at 817-641-9444. The Floor Store, they've got you covered.
Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395.
The voice of Johnson County, JoCo Community Radio.
Just another Monday, fresh off of work. Thought I'd take the back way down by our old church. Man, the view from these old roads just ain't the same. I can't help but wonder, what would my papa say? This grandma's house is gone, we had so much fun sitting on her swing. And the woods we used to play in by mom and daddy's narrow streets. And I remember when this little town was just a hole in the road. What used to be the country don't look much like the country anymore. That fancy filling station used to be the old parts store. And the pits we used to fish are settled in a new golf course. Mr. Brown down on the corner, he don't move that well no more. And that pasture across the tracks is now a Dollar General store. And Grandma's house is gone, we had so much fun sitting on her swing. And the woods we used to play in by Mom and Daddy's, they're all streets. And I remember when this little town was just a hole in the road. What used to be the country don't look much like the country anymore. Lord, I wish I could go back in time, make it look like home just one more time. And Grandma's house is gone, we had so much fun sitting on her swing. And the woods we used to play in by Mom and Daddy's, they're all streets. And I remember when this little town was just a hole in the road. It's what used to be the country. What used to be the country. What used to be the country don't look much like the country anymore. Oh, no, it don't.
Here come old flat top, he come grooving up slowly. He got juju eyeball, he's one holy roller. He's got hair down to his knee. Got to be a joker, he just do what he please. Yeah. He wear no shoe shine, he got toe jam football, he got monkey finger, he shoot Coca-Cola. He said, I know you, and you know me. One thing I can tell you is you've got to be free. Come together right now over me. He back production, he got Boris Gumboot, he got no sideboard, he's one spinal cracker, he's got feet down below his knee. Holds you in his armchair, you can feel his disease. Come together right now over me, yeah. monster, he got early warning, he got muddy water, he's one mojo filter. He said 1 and 1 and 1 is 3. You got to be good looking 'cause he's so hard to see. Come together right now over me, yeah. Sitting in the dark side of this bar, regretting what tomorrow's gonna bring. This loving you wasn't in the cards, yeah, forgetting you is the hardest thing. Close my eyes, I'm in love with those. 'Cause you're not here, but you're on my mind. Since you left for the California coast, I guess chasing your dreams is better than you and I. So I run to the next arm, follow your memory, and everything's made up. Chasing you was the best part. Maybe I'll find the same kind of love. It's anything like us, I'm lucky. Girl, you're every woman that I've passed. It does no good when I'm missing you. It's a great big hole in my hourglass. Yeah, 'cause when the sand was gone, honey, you were too. So I'll run to the next bar, follow your memory, and everything's made up. Chasing you was the best part. Maybe I'll find the same kind of love. It's anything like us, I'll be lucky. And someday I'll see you again on that great big Hollywood screen. And I'll have to go back everywhere we've been, relive everything. So I'll run to the next bar,
follow your memory, and everything is made up. Chasing you was the best part. Maybe I'll find the same kind of love. It's anything like us, I'll be lucky enough. Maybe I'll find the same kind of love. If it's anything like us, I'll be lucky enough. Won't you fall for me? Maybe marry me. Won't you sit beside me in the street tonight? We can talk all night. Good God, these stars are bright. Your face, it's a beautiful sight. Can't you see it, my sweet? It's right below your feet. We can build our dreams right here on this land. And by morning light, we can start this life. If you promise me I'll be your man. And I can build you a home where we can make our two hearts grow. When it's cold outside and the wind starts to blow, we can walk hand in hand when the grass gets too tall, and make our love where the seeds fall. Won't you fall for me? Maybe marry me. Won't you sit beside me in the street tonight? We can talk all night. Good God, these stars are bright. Your face is a beautiful sight. And I could build you a home where we can make our two hearts grow. When it's cold outside and the wind starts to blow, we can walk hand in hand when the grass gets too tall, and make our love where the seeds fall. Won't you walk with me, dance with me, stay with me, pray with me, be mine forever tonight? I will live for you, die for you, stand by you, cry with you, be there for the rest of your life. I can build you a home where we can make our two hearts grow. When it's cold outside and the wind starts to blow, we can walk hand in hand when the grass gets too tall, and make our love where the seeds fall. Yeah, make our love where the seeds fall.
We love the music. It's a great station. I love it. All the great music. I never have to change a channel.
JoCo Community Radio.
Hey baby, this week's been dragging on. So many late nights and calls on the telephone. I can't wait to see your face and taste your lips. Wrap you up in my arms and give you a big old kiss. Throw away your fights
dressed up nice. Gonna catch that red eye fly. Cause we're going out tonight. Can't believe it's been so long since I've seen this town. It's so good to set these boots on solid ground. Warm me up to see the sparkle in your eyes. But it breaks my heart to say goodbye. And come with the fight. Baby, just a nice. Oh, gonna catch that red eye fly. Oh, cause we're going out tonight. Better be dressed up nice. Oh, I'm gonna kiss that red eye fly. Oh, cause we're going out tonight. Yeah, we're going out tonight. Ooh, we're going out tonight. Ooh, we're going out tonight. She's got looks to kill. Her lips taste like whiskey. She'll take you that extra mile. Her wings seals the deal. I bet she makes you feel that you're the only one. Taking you out for a ride. But the damage is done, 'cause she's the devil in disguise. Don't believe any other lies. When you look into those eyes, she's the devil in disguise. So when she does what she does, turn your back and walk away. Don't let her sit in the back of your mind. I know she won't do you right, 'cause she's the devil in disguise. Don't believe any other lies. When you look into those eyes, she's the devil in disguise. She's the devil in disguise. Don't believe any other lies. When you look into those eyes, she's the devil. She's the devil in disguise. Don't believe any other lies. When you look into those eyes, she's the devil
Well, she's a devil in disguise. She's a devil in disguise. Because she likes money, we took a trip downtown. Know a guy on the scene, he can fit you into that crowd. Talk a little bit faster and your head starts to sway. Hey now, looking for a disaster, then you've come to the place. Hey now, got a lot to say, so let it out. Oh, let it out, alright. If you want my money, you can take it. I don't have much. We can live off our angst and another rich man's touch. No, you live too long when you run up on all your luck. But if I'm in debt, I'll just pay back with all my love. Got a lot to say, so let it out. Oh, let it out. Alright, alright. If you got my money, then I'll be by your house this month. If you lost my money, then I'll know what you did last month. Talk a little bit faster and your head starts to sway. Hey now, looking for a disaster, then you come to the place. Hey now, got a lot to say, so let it out. Oh, let it out. Alright, alright. Got a lot to say, so let it out. Explore you, I got a mind with taste. I got mine. Talking to you, but you never hear me. I'm talking to you with myself. I never lie about the ways that you kill me. You hurt me like nobody else. Nobody else. My hell is strange intoxication. My hell is a knife in the back. My hell is a constant allegation. My hell is a pain in the black. How
doing the things that you do. When you're so inclined, you change like the seasons. I don't think you have a clue. You don't have a clue. There'll come a time when you stop and you thank me for doing the things that I've done. But as for now, it's your turn to hate me and wait for the next lucky one. Next lucky one. My hell is strange intoxication. My hell is a knife in the back. My hell is a constant allegation. My hell is painted black.
You're listening to JoCo Community Radio.
Out of dead carpet giving you the blues? Tired of your old dingy and broken tile? Let my friends at the Floor Store in Cleveland, Texas give your home the makeover it deserves. This is Old Taco Joe coming to you for the Floor Store. Whether it's carpet, tile, wood flooring, or real wood laminate, the Floor Store can cover all of your flooring needs. Located at 405 West Henderson Street in Cleveland, Texas, owner Brent Harris can help. Shower tile, tub surrounds, even backsplashes. Give them a call today at 817-641-9444. The Floor Store, they got you covered.
Why have thousands of aspiring authors teamed up with Christian Faith Publishing to publish their book? Because Christian Faith Publishing is an author-friendly publisher who understands that your labor is more than just a book. We provide authors freedom and flexibility throughout the publishing process, professional book editing, award-winning design, and some of the highest royalty structures in the publishing industry. And as always, you will retain 100% of the rights to your book.
I was looking to find a company that I could trust, one that assisted in the editing process completely.
The most important qualities that I was looking for was a publisher who was honest and upfront, no hidden costs or fees, and owning the rights to my own work.
Christian Faith Publishing will publish, market, and sell your books in all major bookstores, online booksellers, as well as specialty Christian bookstores. Call for your free author submission kit.
800-978-4812. 800-978-4812. 800-978-4812. That's 800-978-4812.
Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395.
You're listening to JoCo Community Radio.
Texas pride, Texas grown, from the dirt to our home, no matter the weather, we do it together. Feed our hearts, feed our souls, we are young, we are old, for love and laughter, it's all we're after. From dusk till dawn, you can hear our songs playing over the radio. And on any night, you just might fall in love on a dance floor, dancing to a Texas song. Taste of love, taste of wine, from our hearts, from the vine. Stories live forever, 'cause we do it together. Yeah, from dusk till dawn, you you can hear our songs playing over the radio. And on any night, you just might fall in love on a dance floor. Dancing to a Texas song. Texas pride, we are strong. Through the storms we carry on. From dusk till dawn, you can hear our songs playing over the radio. And on any night, you just might fall in love on a dance floor. Dancing to a Texas song. Dancing to a Texas song.
Billy was a preacher's son with a kindred soul. A straight shooter all his life, he took an oath not long ago. He held his future in the palm of his hand until he met that rebel child with the long red curly hair. Now Becky was a small town girl from a broken home. She never knew her dad, hell, her mom was never home. She had a reputation for being around. All she knew was she had to get out of this town. Now we met her underneath the Lincoln Bridge one day. He held 2 tickets in his hand and said one way. They went out in a blaze of glory. I know you heard it all before, 'cause it's the same old story. 2 lovers in love just gunning for the morning. Yeah, you heard it all before, 'cause it's the same old story. When that Greyhound pulled in the drive, they loaded up both their bags and an old Colt 45. They headed on down the road till they saw the big city lights and got off at the first bus stop just before midnight. They walked for an hour until they saw the first beer store. They walked right in with her bag just like she'd done it before. With her pistol and a smile he never seen, she threw her bag up on the counter and said, "You know the routine." Now the clerk loaded up the bag with all the cash they had. He went for a shotgun and the shots broke out as she went mad. They went out in a blaze of glory. I know you heard it all before, 'cause it's the same old story. 2 lovers in love just gunning for the morning. Yeah, you heard it all before, 'cause it's the same old story. when the shots stopped and the smoke all cleared, there stood a redhead with a cold 6-pack of beer. She laid that Colt 45 on the ground where Billy laid and went out the back door just to make her get away. But now the cops were waiting for her when she walked through the door. She ran for her pistol and the shots broke out as she hit the floor. They went out in a blaze of glory. I know you heard it all before, 'cause it's the same old story. Two lovers in love just got in for the morning. Yeah, you heard it all before, 'cause it's the same old story. But it's the same old story. Yeah, yeah. I know it's raining outside, but we're already wet. Waiting for that perfect moment. Well, this is as perfect as it gets. I see you standing in the door. I pull you out, you pull me in. Won't you step out in the storm tonight and take my hand? Won't you take my hand? Lightning striking once again. Let the rain roll down our skin. Ain't no use in going in on a night like this. Taste your kiss and feel your lips running softly down my chest. I would rather stay and drown, but as long as nobody's around, let the rain fall down. Clouds are drifting, moon shines its light. I just love the way you look when it catches your eyes. Lightning striking once again. Let the rain roll down our skin. Ain't no use in going in on a night like this. Taste your kiss and feel your lips running softly down my chest. I would rather stay and drown, but as long as nobody's around, let the rain fall. Lightning striking once again. Let the rain roll down your skin. Ain't no use in going in on a night like this. Taste your kiss and feel your lips running softly down my chest. I would rather stay and drown, but as long as nobody's around, but as long as
knees around. Let the rain fall down.
So ripped up, below my feet, it's taking my soul down to the brink. This time's been no home. Don't you know it's killing me? Gotta get back to Texas. You're the one who's gonna save me. I see the lights now, 'cause they're changing. I can feel it in my bones. Get every day I've been running from. Baby, it's time I come home. Touch your lips, smelling your hair. Doesn't matter where I go, it's always there. If I can get back to the blue sky, hanging above your head, I won't give you hurt this time. Give you my heart instead. I see the lights now, 'cause they're changing. I can feel it in my bones. Get everything I've been running from. Baby, it's time I come home. I see the lights now, 'cause they're changing. I can feel it in my bones. Get everything I've been running from. Baby, it's time I come home. I come home. I come home. I come home. Baby, it's time.
The voice of Johnson County.
You guys are great. I get the best mix of my favorite music. We love it. It's a great station.
JoCo Community Radio.
Been swinging this hammer since the early morning, and I'm ready to put it down. Fire up the big black truck, get it cleaned up, and head on into town. Wash the dirt off my skin and slip on in a pair of jeans, and they all creased up. Put on a t-shirt, American Fighter, a pair of boots, now let's turn it up. Cash in my paycheck for $2 long necks at the bar in my hometown. Call up my homeboys, the tennis shoe cowboys. Come on, man, it's going down. We don't want no no trouble, don't get it wrong. These boys ain't got no fear. We just come out tonight to let it all hang out. Karaoke and ice cold beer, come on. I've been working on a work line a long time, like a man with nothing to lose. Working my fingers to the bone like a man with something to prove. I've been making that money, honey, paying bills, selling ain't nothing left. Come Monday morning, I'll be the first in line, working on a new paycheck. My. Been a long hot day and I've been waiting all week to shake off these workhouse blues. Heard you been looking for me, baby, here I am on the dance floor, turning loose. And I'ma dance all night till the break of sunlight. Come on, DJ, play my song, 'cause it's Saturday and I ain't thinking straight. Baby, gonna miss me so. I've been working on a long time like a man with nothing to lose. Working my fingers to the bone like a man with something to prove. I've been making that money, paying bills, selling ain't nothing left. Come Monday morning, I'll be the first in line, working on a new paycheck. Long time like a man with nothing to lose. Working my fingers to the bone like a man with something to prove. Making that money, paying bills, selling ain't nothing left. Come Monday morning, I'll be the first in line, working on a new She used to be the woman every woman wants to be. The perfect wife with a perfect life, but it was all just make-believe. He gave her all the things his money could acquire, but he just couldn't give her what her heart desires. She wants to be a wanted woman, to be somebody's everything. Wants a man who wants to share her life, her love, and all her dreams. She wants to feel the kind of passion that makes her never want for nothing. Yeah, she just wants to be a wanted woman. No, she's not in a hurry. She's made that mistake before. Once she thought she had it all, she sees there's so much more. No doubt he's out there somewhere, but who knows when they'll meet. And if it takes forever, then she'll wait patiently. She wants to be a wanted woman,